Hello and welcome back to Crypto Saving Expert, where we discuss the latest cryptocurrency news and introduce you to the pioneers and founders of the Web3 world. Today, we are joined by a very special guest, someone who's been taking over the Salana community by storm recently, and that is the founder of BonkBot, King. King, please say hello to our community.
Hello. Great to be here. Looking forward to chatting. Nice to meet everyone.
Awesome. No, and also, guys, as always, if you have any questions for King or myself, please drop them in the comments. We'll be going through them as well. I'd love to see, hear your opinion on everything Solana and what we've got going on here with BonkBot as well. King, my first question for you, I think we should really, start at the beginning because I know you're a Solana OG. So if you could give everyone listening in right now a little bit of information on your background and what brought you to creating BonkBot and the Solana community.
Sure. So I first got into crypto a bit later than other people. So I first got in August 2021, and that was through my brother. Yeah. So I'm not sort of the 2017 OG. My brother basically sent me some coins for my birthday, which was sort of early 2021. I wasn't too interested. I kind of forgot about it. And then come August, there's this NFT stuff going on. And my brother's like, you know what, we should look at these NFTs. And so
That's when Salana was popping.
Exactly. It just took off. And my first mint was Fugbirds. So shout out to the Fugbirds guys. I think the community is still active. And I minted Fugbirds for about $300 and then forgot about it. Obviously, I sort of wasn't too bothered at that time. And I check it a month later and it's sort of now worth $6,000 or something ridiculous.
Wow.
And so I sold my first NFT from $600 to like $4,000, $6,000. And at that point, I was hooked and I have not looked back since. And I say genuinely,
man.
Since that day, I've been perma online like at least 3 hours a day, often a lot more than that. And yeah, sort of went from Solana NFTs to Solana DeFi. I did some other stuff on other chains, but really, yeah, Solana, I was born there and I've spent almost all of my time on Solana.
Wow, that's awesome. You really landed on your feet there. I know, obviously, later on and into 2022, Solana had a bit of a rough patch. What was your conviction to stay on with Solana? And have you, in that time, did you look at any other chains?
So it was really rough. Like all my friends were on Solana and we were all so down bad. Sort of, we peaked at $250. Obviously, I didn't sell a thing because I thought we were going to 1,000. And then we just sort of hemorrhaged downwards. FTX, I lost half my net worth in one day. Yeah, it was really hard. It was really hard. And for me, it was just this conviction that ultimately the technology was going to win out. And so it was people like Mert, honestly, in that time who were sort of flag bearers for the community, who kept me believing. I wrote a tweet myself. It's my pinned tweet, which is about Solana, and it was like me trying to rationalize, like, what is, like, am I wrong here? So, sort of to believe so strongly in Solana, like, what am I missing? So I wrote this long thread of, like a long document of what I think is wrong with Solana, what I think is good with Solana, and ultimately I was like, you know what, like Solana, like it's fucking great. The issue we have is image. People don't see what is good about Solana. It's a marketing issue, and at some point the marketing will catch up to the product. And so that's what kept me around. And also just obviously being so immersed in Solana, I knew that the community is there. Sort of people spoke about a ghost chain, but I saw every day thousands of people trading, buying NFTs, different DAOs being active, and I knew that at some point it would win. And yeah, I stayed the whole time.
Awesome, man. And I know you're very in tune with the Solana community as well. We were introduced through Henry from Ultimate Wallet. Guys, in the chat right now, you may remember Henry just from before Christmas. We had an interview. Henry's from Ultimate Wallet, very well connected in the Solana community, and someone that I regularly look to. What's your place in the community? Are you UK based?
I'm UK based, yeah. UK based, born and raised all my life, haven't been anywhere else. So I met the super team guys at Breakpoint. So met Cap, met Kobe, really great guys, and they were very kind. And like, I have my friends in the Solana eco, but they're like American guys. A lot of them didn't make it to Breakpoint. And so sort of I had the friends, right? I have friends, I promise. But the ST UK guys welcomed me in, sort of, and I spent a lot of time with them. So I'd say I'm
Shout
definitely
out to
like,
super teams.
yeah, shout out Super Team, man. So I love those guys. They're good friends, and I'm sort of definitely like a Super Team member. I have a few sort of private communities that I'm in, not even private, just like a group of friends who got together to just talk shit, to trade stuff, share ideas. There's a famous sort of instance from Kobe, the crypto OG, where he talks about with the bear market, like a lot of his friends, they'd come mid bull and then they'd sell like once the bull was over, and then they'd fuck off for 2 years, and then they'd come back again in the next bull. And this idea that we had was that we need to stay like stick around, and the only way to do that is if we just keep talking and we just keep looking at the most random shit that there is, and we stay here the whole time. And then ultimately, if we stay long enough, we're going to catch the next ball. So that's what we've tried to do, and it's worked out pretty well. And yeah, man, I have like a lot of my close friends, like my closest friends, people I trust the most in the world, are through crypto, even though I've not met a lot of them in person. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's super crazy, and it's great to hear that you're a member of Super Teams UK. I speak their praises. We've had Cap on the show before. Some of you guys in the audience will remember having Cap on. So if you're part of the UK, make sure to reach out to one of us and we can put you in touch with Super Teams. If you're looking to develop a project as well, it's the place to be, isn't it, King? So I think this leads on, to my next question, which is the story of BonkBot. How did you come up with the idea and what made you put it into play?
So yeah, that's a good question. So I am a DJ, like I think a lot of us are. But sort of like when I started in crypto, I had nothing. I made a lot of money. Well, I made some money and I lost almost all of it. And so this time last year, I was sort of thinking, how can I make money, right? How can I make some more money? Because that's what crypto is about, at least for many people, alongside other sort of philosophies of decentralization, which I also stand by. And I was thinking, how can I just like get out of this rut that I'm in? And so I started shitcoining. And shitcoining is, for those not familiar, I imagine a lot of people are, it's basically where you trade micro caps. And it grew very big on BSC because fees were so low. There was a big BSC shitcoining season in it for the tech. Yeah, of course. And I did some stuff on ETH, basically. I started shitcoining on ETH, and gas fees were just crazy high. I'd pay like, I think I paid sort of $1,000 for various transactions in like a 1 month period. And wow. I made some money, ultimately lost a lot of it as well. And it didn't really work, but I spent a lot of time doing it. And so I really learned what is shitcoining, what's important, and what the users care about. And so when I met Carol, my co-founder, I met him through some friends. We met in person in June for the first time. And he stayed at my house. And yeah, the first time we met was when he knocked on my front door. And we had a nice steak dinner. And then we spent like the weekend together, we're chatting. And at one point I was like, why don't we do a Telegram bot on Salana? Because it makes the most sense, where you have this chain, which is super fast, it's super cheap. The only issue was liquidity. But Spud, as I said before, I'm a long-term Salana bull. I knew that at some point that would change. So that was it, basically. That spawned it. Carol says that I nerd sniped him with that. And he was like, you know what, this could be really cool. And we worked on it together. He is an incredibly talented coder, dev, very smart all-round guy. And he's built, this incredible system, which is now a massive sort of product on Salana, which is incredible by itself. And we are like massively grateful for all of our users. And yeah, that's how it launched. I can go into more detail if you like.
No, I think we're heading to that, and I think we'll give everyone a display of how BonkBot works as well. But just to clarify, was Carol the development side, and you're more of the idea and the business side?
I would say so. Yeah. I would say, but obviously I couldn't have done it alone. I'd like to think that Carol also couldn't have done it alone. I think that we worked really well together. We, despite not knowing each other like in person for very long, we communicate very well together. And yeah, he just did all of the coding. I sort of didn't touch any codes. I had this idea that I thought would be cool. And really it started as like two friends having fun together. So I did the community, I did the marketing, I did the website, which is still the same website, which some people don't love, which I get, but it's very simplistic. Maybe we upgrade it at some point. And the product. And that's where my experience as a shitcoiner, I think, ties in, because I know, in my opinion, I know like what you want in a shitcoining product. Like sort of, I think there can be a disconnect sometimes between what some devs think the users want and what the users actually want. And there's also the issue, of course, with users asking for X, Y, and Z features. And then the devs are like, okay, the user wants it. Oh, sorry, the user asks it, therefore they want it. And then adding the features. And then you just get massive feature bloat. And you get a product that doesn't really work, which I'm sure you've seen before with different things. And I think it can be dangerous for products. Yeah. So I think that's where I added a lot of value, really just knowing what do we actually want and what don't we want. Yeah.
And my next question to follow on that as well is the branding behind, obviously Bonk, the tokens done had an amazing year. The team there are really cool as well. What was your decision to go with the branding that you chose?
Sure. So we love the Bonk guys. They're great people, and they were there for us when the whole world sort of turned our back. Like it sounds very dramatic, but sort of everyone like wrote off Salana, and they thought we were dead. They thought the ecosystem was over, and like I can kind of get it. FTX happened, and what's next for Salana, right? I think someone famously said that. Is there any good news for Salana? And the Bonk guys did the airdrop primarily to the devs as well. Carol at the time, he was down bad, and that money that he got like really helped him out. And so we thought sort of we're very aligned with the Bonk mission, which is just lift up Salana and support the developers on Salana. We had this partnership. Well, we have obviously a partnership with Bonk, 118 integrations, so right now, like every transaction on BonkBot directly goes towards the Bonk ecosystem. We burn Bonk with every trade. We fund Bonk in various sort of different ways, which then they use to fund the ecosystem. So yeah, we love the Bonk guys.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. I've got to give a shout out to Nom and Macdi as well. They've been doing an absolutely amazing job, and like you say, they've been. It seems like they've been carrying the Salana community throughout 2023, and really good guys. So it's nice, nice to see your affiliation with them there as well. That goes on to my next question. We've seen Bonk, really align with the community, but how does BonkBot? How have you been, it's quite new to you, this influx with community. You've gained a lot of hype over the last few months. So what's been your focus?
Sure. I think that everything we do is about making shitcoining better so that users can make money. Right? Obviously, there's no guarantee. I'm sure lawyers would say, like, be careful what you say here. Like that, but like that's our mission: sort of create better infrastructure so that people can trade better, basically, and hopefully they make money. Obviously, they might not, but that's our number one goal. So that is really everything we do starts with that, and beyond that, we are very Salana aligned. We want to support every community that we can. We think that there's sort of hundreds of different DAOs and groups who are crushing it and working hard, and we want to do everything we can to support them. So yeah, like we're talking to people right now. We have some cool stuff that we're cooking with different groups, which we're excited to announce next week.
Wow.
But yeah, sort of everything we do. Yeah, number one is product. Number two, and really sort of on par with product, is community. Because that's how we started, and that's how we mean to continue forever.
And while we're talking about your updates coming next week, I would like just to mention that, guys, if you're looking for more information on BonkBot, make sure to follow them here on Twitter. It's BonkBot_IO. It's the first place for any updates. Also, you can check out the Telegram. And guys, if you are wanting to trade on BonkBot, check out the description. We've got the link below. But let's head over to the next question I had, which is regarding what issues have you faced with BonkBot?
Yeah, so it's not been smooth sailing. Just to be clear, we first started, it was just Carol and I, like just two friends fucking around. The team's grown a bit since then, but it's still just a bunch of friends doing our best to build something awesome. And so yeah, two guys like building a product that suddenly blew up. We went from effectively $0 in volume a day and sort of minimal users to suddenly come November, things grew very fast. And suddenly we had like thousands of users a day, which was like incredible, but also it came with issues. A key issue was just scaling. On one side, the number of pools on Radium were like doubling, I think every week or even like every day. For a while, it just grew exponentially. And the code that was written struggled to cope with the number of pools. And so that caused lag. And really, on Salana, we're all used to this slick UX and absolute speed of transactions. We call it synchronizing data, right? Globally synchronous at the speed of light. And so if a user has to wait 5 seconds to make a trade, they're like, what the fuck? Like, I came to Salana, not ETH.
I'm not used to this.
Exactly. And so we had issues with that, with scaling. So the pools, that was hard. And so Carol had to do some magic. And I'm fortunate in that isn't my role, right? I'm not the CTO. I'm not the crack dev. So I can leave that stress to him. And I think it definitely was stressful. Even on Telegram as well. Obviously, it's a fantastic app, but there's rate limits, which is, I think it's around 30 per second. And obviously, when you have thousands of degens spamming different buttons, you're going to hit those rate limits. And sort of, so like, for a while, we sort of were figuring out how best to solve that. And after the first part, we made the different BonkBot instances. So we have like the main BonkBot, we have Sonic, Furiosa, various different names. And someone tweeted out like, guys, like, why are you being so tight with your servers? Like, buy better servers. Like, why am I getting rate limited on BonkBot? Like, you're making money, just buy better servers. And like, we have the best servers possible. Like, we are chucking money at the sort of the highest quality servers. We have the best infra providers possible. Like, we aren't scrimping, just to be clear. The issue is the Telegram rate limits. So yeah, we are now like on the whole, like mostly past that. I will never ever say that things are clear, like sort of smooth sailing, because you never know what could happen. But yeah, like Telegram rate limits, the sort of exponential growth in the Radium pools. Honestly, yeah, Spot as well. We had some issues at times with just FUD, where users were like, yeah, I'm getting drained on BonkBot. To be clear, there's never been a drain. We sort of take security incredibly seriously. We use AES 256, industry sort of encryption, and yeah, so that was tricky. I think one time I was at dinner with some friends, and then I saw like some big guy tweet that
always
that
the wrong time
wallets.
well.
Yeah, bro, I was sitting there having a bit of food, like relaxing for the first time in a week, and
It's
bang,
like they know.
it's like, yeah, it is like they know. They're waiting for me to sit down and go off my phone to tweet it out. Which was like a bolt of stress straight to my veins, and I was like, holy shit, well, I have to answer this. So then I was like, sorry guys, I just got up and spent half an hour like tweeting out and reassuring users, because I get it, right? Like, it's real money. Sort of users are trusting us with real money, and we take that seriously. And they deserve to know the truth. So we got that truth out, and yeah, so that's not been an issue for a while. Yeah, exactly. And I have to be there, man. And sort of it's my job, and it's part of my responsibility. But yeah, which I take very seriously. So those three issues are probably some of the biggest things we've faced. Yeah,
I think you know it's a testament to you guys pushing the boundaries of possibilities. You know, it's very new tech, like you say. You know, you're going for the best servers, and really it's you're limited to what the technology can do at the moment. But it's people like yourself that are pushing this further and further, and will eventually allow the technology to keep up with all of this as well. So big props to you guys for doing that. I think now what would be good is if we could have a little demonstration of BonkBot. So I'll just add your screen to the stage here, and we can show the users. And guys, if you are looking to trade on BonkBot as well, please use our referral in the description, or reach out to me, whether that be in CSE Plus Discord or on Twitter. Guys, always welcome to reach out to me, and I can put you into the right communities with BonkBot as well. And any questions I can relay to King. So Please do not be afraid, and also ask any questions in the comments now. We'll go through them as well. But King, yeah, please give us a demonstration on BonkBot.
I would love to. So yeah, this is BonkBot. You can type here bots and it will show you all the options. So these are the current instances we're running, which I told you was for the Telegram rate limits. They're all exactly the same. And this is the screen you'll see when you start. So I've just reset my wallet here because I didn't want to share my my dog shit positions and potentially cause people to lose money. And it's super easy. You just tap to copy. Off the screen, I'm going to just send like a couple Sol. I just chuck 2 over. I'm just doing this on my Solflare wallet. Okay, just done. So now we refresh. Guys. There we go. Shout out Solflare. I love you guys. So here's a Sol. And so now you can start buying any SPL token on Salana. And we use Radium, we use Jupiter. And yeah, we're also on sort of in the process of expanding more options for different dexes. Because yeah, it's super important as the ecosystem grows. And so here we are.
How quick was that? Can I just stop you there? You know, you sent 2 Sol. How quick was that?
That is the magic of Solana.
If it was Ethereum, I think we'd have to talk about something else for 10, 30 minutes.
Literally, man. Yeah.
Crazy, King. Crazy.
And so I'm gonna buy some bonk. I'm a perma bonk bull. So I just get the token address. So I've got that. You can see my screen now. So I just type the address, and here comes bonk. Pretty fast. And yeah, so our goal really is to be the fastest Telegram bot, the easiest to use, and the simplest. So here you see bonk, you see the price, you see the market cap, you see sort of recent price action.
Yeah.
But I don't really watch charts. Like, it might sound ridiculous, but when I'm trading, I sort of just forget about what I'm holding and I just refresh every so often. I look, is it up or is it down, basically?
Green.
Yeah. So here we'll buy 1 Sol. Just click that.
Easy.
And there we go. Done. Bought 1 Sol. And here we are.
Mate, you blink and you miss it. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. So these are my settings. You have various different options. It might seem like a lot initially, but all you need to know is that here you have your sort of config, i.e. how much you want to buy and sort of on the different buttons. So you saw it was 1 Sol. I can change it to 30 Sol just for the sort of purpose of seeing it.
Yeah.
You can add sort of MEV protect. You can add your different transaction priority. It's all custom. We give you the best settings, in our opinion, initially, but ultimately you can change it as you want to.
You can custom it. Wow.
One little tip for any users, which I don't think everyone knows, is that you can click the number here at any time. Obviously, if you have like 11 different positions, some users do like a sell and manage, which is here, and then you have to sort of click the arrow to go through. Obviously, I only have 1 here, so you only see 1. But if you have 11, it takes you a while. So anytime you can just sort of press home, my favorite command. You get your dashboard of your coins, and you can click any one of them. And yeah, you can refer your friends. This is the alpha. These are my ref links. I've got quite a few referrals. This is the treasury that we use. And if you want money like this, guys, just copy your ref link and share it with everyone you know. Share it with your friends and family.
Amazing.
And yeah, this can bankroll you for your initial trading. Here's the value. So now I want to sell some bonk, which is haram, of course. Christian, yeah, it does. So we route everything through Dupe where possible, to give you the best prices on everything. Yeah, on every coin that we can. So here I'll sell 25%. Sorry, bonk. I promise it's my last time selling bonk. Here we go. BonkBot doesn't want me to sell bonk. It's very classic.
Yeah.
So let's see. We've got good slippage. We can bump this up a little bit. I like having high priority fee just because things do get expensive. We'll do 0.01 here. Here's the bonk position.
Awesome.
And we'll sell 25%. Yeah, I think I picked the wrong coin to sell. It doesn't want to sell bonk.
Oh, no worries.
So yeah, this normally works, guys.
Always the problem with live shows. We could see, the first transaction you did when buying the bonk was absolutely crazy, lightning fast. So
yeah, and at any point you can actually click. This is also some alpha. You can copy and paste your link, which looks like this, and then it's got your ref code and it's got the token link. And if you share this to a friend, and they're not a user before, you sign them up as a ref, and also you're going to start getting a fee share on their trade. So if they trade through your link, you're going to get some money from that. So it's quite cool. Not everyone knows that. In these situations, I do end up just spamming it. Sorry.
This is super amazing, Alpha. You know, our community, a lot of them, you know, always looking for, you know, for revenue, looking for other ways to make some income to add to their portfolio. And it's, you know, if getting your referral out into your communities, out onto Twitter, you can make some, you know, amazing income, guys. And you know, it will come in. You can post out a tweet and hopefully, you know, make that evergreen. And those referrals, once they keep trading and trading, you'll keep on generating some revenue there. So it's super good way to earn some extra income, guys.
Yeah, and yeah, the more you shield, the more you make, basically. Exactly. And we have some cool stuff with the DAOs coming up, which you guys are going to see as well soon. Carol is laughing at the demo not working, which is very classic. I just try a couple more times. Let's see if it's going to sell, because it would be good for that to be visible so you guys can see what it looks like. And you can also do sell percentage. You can sell 100%. Yeah. And none of the buttons want to work. So yeah, please forgive the technical issues. Oh, there we go. We've sold.
Brilliant.
You get your link to SoulScan, which won't show up on the shared screen.
No.
But yeah, I just sold my bonk there, which I will never do again. I hope I diamond hand my.
You better buy back.
I will buy back. I promise, guys. But yeah, so that's BonkBot, man. And we've got different links. You can go to Bird Eye for the coin. You have your wallet here. You can add more Soul. You can export your private key. We do say be careful with your private key, of course. This is general knowledge, but just in case, don't share it with anybody. If you do want to reset your wallet, make sure you export it first. Otherwise, you're going to lose all your coins. And the last thing is that we've got a lot of scammers in the BonkBot chat where they basically will use a certain name like Jim or like Tommy. And then on another account, they have a BonkBot support username. And so we can't find them in the main chat, which is really tricky. And instead, they will like DM anybody who gets a sort of who has a question about anything. And there are people getting scammed. So yeah, it's quite sad, and we can't stop it basically. So the best thing is just spread awareness. So yeah, always, guys. Obviously, no private key sharing. Don't click links. The usual stuff.
Exactly, guys. And if you are looking for, you know, to scrub up on your risk management skills, guys, we have free guides and courses on online safety on CryptoSavingExpert. Always, you know, if there is an issue, reach out to me on Discord as well. If you're uncertain, you know, someone's DMing you, if they're asking for funds, guys, you always know it's, you know, not to be trusted. So do watch out for these things. They do happen in the space. They do not come from official accounts. They come from lurkers looking for an opportunity with, you know, high volume, good projects like BonkBot. So be careful, look out for people looking to scam. Just know that, you know, official accounts that 99% of the time, unless compromised, are the ones to listen to there. So this leads me on to my next question, King. You've already got so many features. You've got a lot of volume, a big audience, a big community. What's next for BonkBot?
So that's a good question. Carol's just told me, sorry to sort of just derail, won't take a second.
No.
But the issue we had there was I had Mev Protect secure on. So Turbo, so yeah, the secure means that you're definitely safe, but transactions aren't guaranteed, whereas Turbo is the other way around. So yeah, guys, I promise BonkBot works, despite what you may have seen. So what's next? We are at a great position right now where we have a lot of users, and we have sort of great Salana alignment, but we're not going to fall asleep at the wheel. We know how fast things can change. We've seen a few NFT marketplaces, how their market share went from a lot to a little. And our goal ultimately is to just keep having the best product. So what's next? We have limit orders coming up very soon. The devs have been cooking hard, and we're going to do very cool limit orders where you can set the limit order and you still have access to that soul. So you set the limit order, but you can still sell your bags. You can still buy something else, which is hopefully going to be the best limit order on the market. Yeah, we are working on the sniper. The sniper is a big technical undertaking, so it does take some time. But we think once that goes out, it's going to be fantastic because a key philosophy with BonkBot is that everything should be free to all users, i.e. we want to democratize access to all of these financial infrastructures. And right now, there are snipers that you can pay for to the sort of tune of $1,000 a month, if not more than that. Some are even like 10 grand. And they're great products and they have PMF, right? But we want to make the same thing just as good, but for everyone and for free. We think that's how we uplift the whole ecosystem. A rising tide lifts all boats. So that's our plan. So Sniper as well. A lot of cool DAO stuff is going on. I can't talk too much about that, but if you're listening and you're in a Solana DAO, if you have your own community, if you trade with your friends, even feel free to DM me. You can DM us on the main account, which Spud is showing right now. You can DM me on my personal account. I am at DeFi Azog, like the guy from The Hobbit. Actually, is a stupid name. This is me. You can DM me on Twitter, on Telegram. I'll respond to everybody. Yeah, and then feel free to say, hey guy, hey King, I've got this NFT DAO. I want to chat to you about BonkBot. And yeah, we'd love to talk to all of you guys. We want to talk to every single DAO in Solana. So in terms of what's next, the last thing, Spud, which is some alpha, is that we have some big plans to give back in quite a big way. We are aware that we have a lot of users and we're very grateful for all of our users. And we think it's only right that we give back. So we did a little, just a little teaser of that with Ansem, where we gave back, I think it was like total at the time, like to the tune of $40,000 in an airdrop of Bonk to around 1,000 users, according to how much they traded. Just anyone who signed up by Ansem. We are conscious of how much he's championed the ecosystem, how much he's championed Bonk and even BonkBot. And it means a lot. Obviously, we're bootstrapped, right? So we have no VC funding, which is hard. We don't have the VC networks that other projects have. And so people like him being so vocal of a bootstrapped community, it means a lot to have his support. So we wanted to do that for him. But don't get me wrong, we know that there's other people as well in the ecosystem. It's not just Ansem. And so we're thinking of ways, and we have some big plans in mind to reward absolutely everybody who uses BonkBot.
Brilliant. Well, guys, you heard the alpha there first. If you want to check out BonkBot, make sure to use our referral in the description. Head to the Twitter pages that we just mentioned there, BonkBot_IO, and King's personal Twitter there as well. But guys, it's been a super insightful interview. Looking forward to seeing what else BonkBot can produce throughout the year. Think, we're only at the start of 2024. It's going to be a crazy year. I'd like to touch base with you, King, in a month or two time. Have another stream.
I'd love that.
And we can talk about all the updates there. See where you guys are. But guys, the trading tools that are coming this year, and that have come in the last year or two, they're really pushing the boundaries, and I'm excited to be using all of them. There's lots of ways for you guys to all get involved and make extra income, whether that be through using your affiliate code, or just using the platform and then receiving these airdrops. So super cool product, super cool project. King, do you have any final words for the community?
Yeah, first of all, just thank you to everybody. Appreciate we probably have some users listening, people who aren't users alike. Thank you for being on Solana, guys. Sort of this shit isn't possible without any of us here. If you want to try BonkBot, we'd love to have you. You can join our community. You can message me privately, whatever you like. I did want to ask, Spud, have you used BonkBot? And no worries if you haven't. I appreciate it's not for everyone, but have you used it? And if so, any feedback for us? Anything we need to improve on? And lastly, any coins that you like? Any degen picks for us to look at?
So I've got to shout out coin picks. I've got to shout out Dong with Hat.
It's a Dong with Hat. Yeah.
It's a meme coin with people. And regarding the BonkBot, I've got to say I've had a play around with it. I think it's slick. Obviously, there is a bit of, before meeting, being introduced to yourself, there is that, underlying worry of the risk of using a Telegram wallet. I have used, another Telegram wallet as well, so I felt confident to do so. I think what we need to do to increase volume through Telegram bots is education on the safety and the how it works, the mechanics of it all. I think that's very important to get across to the community there, just to solidify the confidence with using a Telegram trading bot. That's my advice there.
Nice. Yeah, fantastic. Obviously we take encryption and security very seriously, but ultimately, Spud, like in crypto, like not your keys, not your crypto, right? Like people thought that FTX was a secure place. We will do everything we can, and like security is #1 priority. Like it's #1. Assets like are as safe as possible, but ultimately, like keep your shit on a cold on cold storage, right? Like transfer enough Sol, trade with your Sol, hopefully run up a bag, and then transfer out to your cold storage. Stake it, do whatever you like. Shout out Stake City, they're doing some cool stuff. But yeah, it's a Telegram wallet, guys. Assets are safe, but also just in case, just
never,
good practices.
Never leave funds that aren't that you don't need to leave on there for a elongated period of time. Even though, like you say, very safe on there. But as always, like King said, guys, using cold storage is always the best method of keeping your assets safe.
Yeah. Spud, just before we finish up, first of all, thank you for the time, man. I really appreciate it. It's great chatting to you, and it's been really cool to be here. I want to share your ref link. I think I can send this. Yes, that has worked. So, guys, if you're listening in, if you sign up on this ref link, Spud gets some funds. I put it in the chat. I don't know if it's the right place.
Okay, I will put this. Chats. Okay, let me just put that into the general chat, guys. So here is the ref link. Awesome. I put that in the chat there.
Beautiful. So if you guys sign up with this link, if you want to try out BonkBot, and then you get to fund Spud's shitcoining endeavors, so he can play around and try to make some money.
Please do, guys.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, man.
No worries, King. Thank you so much for your time. It's a breath of fresh air speaking to really ambitious pioneers in the space, founders like yourself. So guys, please check out BonkBot. Let me know, and we'll open up some discussion in the Discord, guys. Let me know what you think of it as well. I'm going to be doing some trading. But guys, give a big thank you over to King. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. Thank you.